Welcome back, gearheads. Today we're jumping into the world of true sleeper trucks, those underrated, often overlooked pickups that didn't look fast, didn't sound aggressive, and definitely didn't scream performance, but under the hood, whole different story. These trucks were the definition of stealth performance. While everyone else was paying attention to flashy sports cars or muscle-bound builds, these machines were quietly laying down rubber and turning heads for the few who knew what they were really capable of. Some came straight from the factory with unexpected power, others were tuned just right to embarrass more expensive rides, and a few were just so rare that most people didn't even know they existed. No big wings, no loud paint jobs, just raw, underrated performance disguised in pickup form. Whether you're into V8 sleepers, turbocharged oddballs, or low-key monsters that look like they belonged on a job site rather than a drag strip, this list is going to hit all the right notes. So buckle in, grab a snack, and get ready to rediscover 20 true sleeper trucks that you probably forgot about. Let's get rolling. Number 20. The 1978 Dodge Lil Red Express was a bold rebel in a tame era, becoming the fastest American production vehicle from 0 to 100 miles per hour that year. Designed as part of Dodge's adult toys lineup, it exploited a loophole by qualifying as a commercial truck, dodging strict emissions rules. Power came from a high-performance 360 cubic inch V8 producing 160 horsepower, paired with a 3-speed automatic and a performance axle, launching it to 60 in under 7 seconds. Visually, it was pure attitude. Bright red paint, wood-paneled bed, stacked chrome exhausts, and rally wheels made it impossible to miss, while bucket seats and a sport steering wheel gave the interior a muscle car vibe. The Lil Red Express wasn't just a quirky classic, it was a factory-built hot rod disguised as a truck. Would you take the keys to this outlaw pickup? Number 19. The 1989 Dodge Shelby Dakota was a surprise shot of adrenaline to the compact truck scene, blending utility with genuine performance in a way few expected. Created by Carroll Shelby and based on the Dodge Dakota Sport, it marked the first rear-wheel drive Shelby vehicle since the legendary muscle cars of the 1960s. Under the hood, it swapped the standard V6 for a robust 5.2-liter LA V8, delivering 175 horsepower and 270 pounds-feet of torque, paired with a 4-speed automatic. Though it wasn't the fastest off the line, it brought muscle car character to a pickup, boasting a 0 to 60 time in the mid-8-second range. With a lowered suspension, performance tires, and bold graphics, it had street presence to match its muscle, while the interior kept things functional with sporty flair. Limited to only 1,500 units, the Shelby Dakota was a short-lived but unforgettable blend of brains, brawn, and badge. Would you call this the first true sport truck? Number 18. The 1991 GMC Cyclone was a game-changer, an all-wheel drive pickup that could outrun Ferraris and leave Corvettes in the dust. Built on the compact Sonoma platform, GMC took a bold leap by stuffing in a turbocharged 4.3-liter V6, pushing 280 horsepower and 350 pounds-feet of torque, paired with a 4-speed automatic and a full-time all-wheel drive system. This setup launched the Cyclone from 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, making it the quickest production truck of its time. Its sport-tuned suspension, lowered stance, and 4-wheel anti-lock brakes ensured it handled like a street machine, not a workhorse. Clad in stealthy black-on-black with subtle red badging, it looked more like a performance car than a pickup, while the interior featured bucket seats, a floor shifter, and a driver-focused cockpit. The 1991 Cyclone proved a truck could deliver sports car speed without sacrificing style. Could this be the ultimate sleeper of the 90s? Number 17. The 1992 GMC Typhoon took the wild performance of the Cyclone pickup and dropped it into a more practical, all-wheel drive SUV body, creating one of the fastest utility vehicles of its time. Based on the GMC Jimmy, It featured the same turbocharged 4.3-liter V6 making 280 horsepower and 360 pounds-feet of torque, paired with a 4-speed automatic and a torque-splitting all-wheel drive system. This setup launched the Typhoon from 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds, faster than many contemporary sports cars. A lowered suspension, upgraded brakes, and sport-tuned handling gave it serious street cred, while the sleek cladding, monochrome paint, and aggressive stance made sure it stood out. Inside, it was fully loaded with leather, air conditioning, and power everything. Luxury with muscle. The 1992 Typhoon proved an SUV could be both brutally quick and stylishly refined. Would you choose this over a modern performance crossover? Number 16. The 1990 Chevrolet 454 SS was pure muscle truck madness, bringing big block brawn back to the street in a full-size pickup package. Based on the C1500 short bed, Chevy stuffed in a massive 7.4-liter V8, pushing 230 horsepower and 385 pounds-feet of torque, paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission and a 3.73 rear axle ratio. While straight-line performance was its strength, 0 to 60 in under 8 seconds, Chevrolet also gave it firmer suspension, a quick ratio steering box, and beefier anti-roll bars for improved handling. It came only in onyx black with red trim, 15-inch rally wheels, and a red sport interior featuring bucket seats and a center console. The 454 SS didn't pretend to be practical. It was loud, proud, and built to flex. In an era when muscle trucks were rare, this one stood tall. Would you tame the beast that brought big block swagger back to the boulevard? Number 15. The 1979 Ford Ranchero GT marked the end of an era, blending muscle car attitude with pickup utility in a uniquely American package. Based on the Ford LTD2, the final year Ranchero carried bold styling with stacked headlights, sweeping body lines, and GT-specific striping that added flair to its wide stance. Engine choices range from a modest 4.9-liter inline-six to a potent 6.6-liter V8, delivering up to 160 horsepower, paired with 3-speed manual or automatic transmissions. Though not as quick as its earlier muscle-era versions, the GT still offered a smooth ride, decent towing ability, and a commanding road presence. Inside, it leaned toward comfort with optional bucket seats, wood grain trim, and available air conditioning, blending work and play. The 1979 Ranchero GT closed the book on Ford's car-based pickup legacy with unmistakable style. Would you revive this rare mix of coupe comfort and truck toughness? Number 14. The 1983 Dodge Ram Charger Prospector was a rugged full-size SUV built for adventure, combining brawny capability with classic 80s style. As Dodge's answer to the Blazer and Bronco, the Ram Charger was based on the D-Series pickup and came standard with rear-wheel drive, though four-wheel drive was a popular option. Engine choices range from a dependable 3.7-liter inline-six to a muscular 5.9-liter V8, delivering up to 175 horsepower, with manual or automatic transmissions available. The Prospector trim added upscale touches like chrome accents, deluxe interior materials, wood grain dash trim, and two-tone paint options, making it as stylish as it was functional. With its removable rear roof section, generous cargo space, and trail-ready build, the 1983 Ram Charger Prospector was ready for both the work week and the weekend. Could this be the forgotten icon of the classic SUV era? Number 13. The 1970 Chevrolet El Camino SS 454 was the ultimate fusion of muscle car power and pickup utility, delivering legendary performance in a bold, versatile package. Built on the same platform as the Chevelle SS, this El Camino could be optioned with the monstrous LS 6454 cubic inch V8, producing a pavement-shaking 450 horsepower and 500 pounds-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful factory engines of the era. Paired with either a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic, it could rip from 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. The SS package added rally wheels, a cowl induction hood, bold striping, and heavy-duty suspension for both looks and performance. Inside, it blended work truck practicality with muscle car flair, Bucket seats, a center console, and performance gauges were all available. The 1970 El Camino SS454 didn't just haul cargo, it hauled serious attitude. Would you call this the king of all muscle trucks? Number 12. The 1986 Subaru BRAT Turbo was quirky, clever, and completely unlike anything else on the road, blending compact utility with rally-inspired fun. Designed to meet U.S. import regulations creatively, the BRAT, bi-drive recreational all-terrain transporter, featured two rear-facing jump seats in the bed to classify it as a passenger vehicle. Power came from a turbocharged 1.8-liter flat-four engine, making around 115 horsepower, paired with a manual or 3-speed automatic and Subaru's part-time four-wheel drive system. It wasn't fast, but it was light, nimble, and surprisingly capable off-road, thanks to its low-range transfer case and high ground clearance. The Brat's signature T-top roof, funky graphics, and angular design gave it undeniable 80s charm, while the cabin kept things simple but functional. The 1986 BRAT Turbo was a rebellious mix of car, truck, and ATV, truly a category of its own. Would you daily drive this compact oddball with rally roots? Number 11. The 1990 Mazda B2600i 4x4 was a tough, no-nonsense compact pickup built for drivers who needed reliability with off-road grit. As part of Mazda's long-running B-Series, the B2600i stood out with a fuel-injected 2.6-liter inline-four engine producing 121 horsepower and 149 pounds-feet of torque, paired with either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. Its part-time four-wheel drive system, solid front axle, and rugged suspension made it a capable trail companion, while a durable chassis ensured it could handle workday punishment. The design was clean and boxy, with flared fenders, functional bed space, and optional extended cab for added utility. Inside, it was Spartan but comfortable, offering supportive seats, basic controls, and optional air conditioning. The 1990 B2600i 4x4 proved that compact pickups could be both dependable and adventurous. Would you trust this Mazda to tackle the road less traveled? Number 10. The 1987 Toyota SR5 Turbo was a rare blend of high-tech engineering and legendary durability, injecting turbocharged excitement into the bulletproof Hilux platform. Powered by a 2.4-liter 22 RTE inline-four, it delivered 135 horsepower and 173 pounds-feet of torque, plenty for its lightweight frame, and came mated to a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. Toyota's robust part-time four-wheel drive system, solid front axle, and rugged leaf spring suspension gave it serious off-road chops, while the Turbo added welcome punch on pavement. The SR5 trim meant you got the full 80s experience: flared fenders, stripes, alloy wheels, and an unmistakable digital dash inside. Though only offered for a short time, the 1987 SR5 Turbo stands as a symbol of Toyota's willingness to experiment without sacrificing reliability. Would you drive this turbocharged trail legend from the golden age of mini trucks? Number 9. The 1977 Chevrolet C10. Big Ten was a clever response to tightening emissions rules, offering V8 power in a half-ton package that skirted new restrictions. As part of Chevy's square-body generation, the Big Ten was a heavy half-ton variant, built just stout enough to avoid catalytic converter requirements, letting it keep higher performance engines. Buyers could spec it with the 5.7-liter or even the 400 cubic inch V8, delivering solid torque and classic small block rumble, paired with a 3-speed automatic or manual transmission. The Big Ten also featured upgraded suspension, cooling, and brakes, bridging the gap between light-duty and 3/4-ton capability. With clean, boxy styling, chrome bumpers, and available two-tone paint, it had timeless pickup appeal, while the interior offered bench comfort and simple, durable controls. The 1977 Big Ten quietly gave muscle truck fans a legal way to keep their V8 fix. Would you call this Chevy's smartest loophole play? Number 8. The 1989 Isuzu Pickup LS Space Cab was a practical, no-frills compact truck with just enough flair to stand out in the growing mini-truck market. Built tough and designed with function in mind, it featured a fuel-injected 2.6-liter inline-4, producing around 120 horsepower, and paired with a 5-speed manual or optional 4-speed automatic. Rear-wheel drive was standard, but 4-wheel drive versions added serious capability with a 2-speed transfer case and solid front axle. The Space Cab offered extended cabin space behind the front seats, perfect for gear, tools, or the occasional passenger, without compromising bed utility. The LS trim brought in extra comfort and style, with cloth upholstery, power mirrors, sporty striping, and optional alloy wheels. Known for its reliability and honest work ethic, the 1989 Isuzu LS Space Cab was a solid, smart choice in a competitive truck era. Would this extended cab hauler earn a spot in your garage today? Number 7. The 1994 Ford F-150 Lightning was Ford's bold entry into the muscle truck wars, combining classic V8 muscle with a lowered, street-ready stance. Developed by Ford's Special Vehicle Team, SVT, this first-gen Lightning packed a 5.8-liter V8 producing 240 horsepower and 340 pounds-feet of torque, paired exclusively with a 4-speed automatic and a limited-slip rear differential. Performance upgrades included stiffer suspension, quicker steering, and performance tires wrapped around unique 17-inch wheels, making it sharper and more agile than any regular F-150. Outside, it sported monochrome paint, special badging, and a subtle front air dam, while inside it offered bucket seats, a center console, and sporty gauges. The 1994 Lightning proved that full-size trucks could be more than workhorses. They could be fun, fast, and full of attitude. Would you daily this V8-powered SVT classic? Number 6. The 1978 Chevrolet El Camino Royal Knight was a bold, limited edition take on Chevy's iconic car-truck hybrid, blending utility with unmistakable late 70s style. Based on the all-new downsized A-body platform, it was lighter and more efficient, but still offered solid V8 performance, with engine options topping out at a 400 cubic inch small block, delivering up to 170 horsepower. The Royal Knight package, available only on SS-trimmed El Caminos, featured wild graphics, a bold Firebird-style hood decal, body-colored rally wheels, and a blackout grille, turning heads wherever it went. Inside, it offered classic GM comfort with bucket seats, wood grain trim, and available air conditioning. The 1978 Royal Knight wasn't just about flash. It marked a stylish stand in a changing era for muscle-inspired trucks. Would you cruise this rare bird of the El Camino world today? Number 5. The 1985 Nissan 724x4 King Cab was a tough, dependable mini-truck built to handle both trails and daily tasks with ease. Powered by a 2.4-liter Z24 inline-4, it delivered around 103 horsepower and was paired with a 5-speed manual or optional automatic. Its part-time 4-wheel drive system, solid front axle, and high ground clearance made it a capable off-roader, while front disc brakes and power steering added welcome control. The King Cab offered extra interior space behind the seats, great for gear or small passengers, without sacrificing bed utility. Sharp body lines, bold decals, and chrome accents gave it rugged 80s style, especially in upscale trims. Inside, it was simple but well-equipped, with supportive bucket seats, a tilt wheel, and optional air conditioning. The 1985 72-0 King Cab proved that small trucks could be just as adventurous as their full-size rivals. Would you take this Nissan on your next backroad escape? Number 4. The 1993 Dodge Dakota Sport 5.8 was a mid-size truck with full-size attitude, offering power and style in a versatile package. Under the hood sat a 5.2-liter Magnum 5, 8 pushing 230 horsepower and 300 pounds-feet of torque, paired with either a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. This gave the Dakota real muscle, making it one of the quickest trucks in its class. The sport trim added bold graphics, body-colored bumpers, and alloy wheels, giving it a clean, aggressive look. Inside, it was practical yet sporty, with bucket seats, a center console, and available air conditioning. The 1993 Dakota Sport 5.8 proved that midsize didn't mean mild. Would you call this the perfect mix of power and practicality? Number 3. The 1975 GMC Sprint SP was GMC's muscle-minded answer to the Chevy El Camino SS, blending car-like comfort with serious V8 power. The SP Special Performance trim brought bold striping, rally wheels, and optional cowl induction, signaling its performance intent. Engine choices ranged up to the big block 454 cubic inch V8, offering strong torque and a throaty exhaust note, paired with automatic or manual transmissions. Inside, the Sprint SP balanced work and style with available bucket seats, wood grain trim, and classic GM gauges. Though lesser known than its Chevy cousin, the 1975 Sprint SP held its own in style and muscle. Would you pick this hidden gem over the El Camino? Number 2. The 1991 Ford Ranger STX 6-packed sporty style and solid performance into a compact, go-anywhere package. As one of the higher trims in the Ranger lineup, the STX came with a fuel-injected 4.0-liter V6, producing 160 horsepower and 225 pounds-feet of torque. Plenty of grunt for hauling or hitting the trails. It was available with either rear-wheel or 4-wheel drive, along with a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. The STX stood out with two-tone paint, bold striping, alloy wheels, and a slightly lowered stance, giving it a tough yet refined look. Inside, it offered bucket seats, extra trim details, and available upgrades like air conditioning and a premium sound system. The 1991 Ranger STX 5.6 proved that small trucks could offer both attitude and capability. Would this sporty workhorse earn a spot in your driveway? Number 1. The 1980 Datsun 720 King Cab Deluxe was a well-balanced compact truck that mixed economy, versatility, and style. Powered by a 2.2-liter inline-4 engine producing around 86 horsepower, it offered reliable performance and solid fuel efficiency, paired with either a 4- or 5-speed manual transmission. The King cab layout provided extra room behind the front seats, perfect for tools, gear, or occasional passengers. The deluxe trim added chrome bumpers, upgraded upholstery, wood grain dash accents in two-tone paint, giving it a more refined look than the base model. Built tough but easy to live with, the 720 King Cab Deluxe was ready for daily duty or weekend escape. Would you take this classic for a spin today?